Let's talk about Lost in Starlight today, which is a new film streaming on Netflix. The story takes place in Seoul in 2051 and is about an astronaut named Non-young, whose mother was lost during a Mars expedition 25 years earlier when she was a child. Now an adult, she wants to make the voyage to Mars to not only find closure with her lost mother, but also hopes to find a way to raise crops on the red planet, which was the same thing her mother was attempting when she disappeared. She has a meet-cute with an aspiring but lost soul musician charmer named Jay. When Jay accidentally damages her vinyl player when they meet, he vows to fix it for her, and they end up starting a relationship shortly thereafter. How will this new relationship affect her passion to explore Mars, though? Do you know that feeling you get when you are orgasmic? How about the joy you feel when you finally kill the last witness? Never mind. Well, that joy applies to films like Lost in Starlight. This is a picture that is more alive than most films I have seen so far this year. I've watched it twice, once dubbed and once subbed, and it works amazingly both ways. I would be silly not to first talk about the art style in this film. In short, it is some of the best animated art style I have seen in quite a long time. This has the same animation energy that films such as the last two Spider-Man verse films have. The world in this movie is a sort of third character that makes it all work. The future that is depicted is not completely far-fetched. In fact, it seems quite accurate to what will likely be our world in the time that this film takes place. People use wristwatches to do everything instead of smartphones. There are self-driving cars, and many other small details that track with where our current technology is headed. But one thing that makes it all work is that even though this is a futuristic film, it honors the past as well. They link their music players to Bluetooth, but our main character also uses record players and wears Crocs. The boyfriend has what seems to be a very old school musician appearance to him, and his living quarters are largely the same. It is a futuristic picture, but at the same time it's nostalgic, and I love how well they mesh all of that together. Even though this is a story about going to outer space, that is very downplayed for much of the movie, and the focus is where it should be, the two lovers. Their relationship is one of the sweetest, most genuinely organic love stories that I have seen grown in recent years. It isn't love at first sight, at least not in the movie kind of way. It shows the natural growth relationships have. Neither of them really have dark pasts to them that cause them to pull away from each other, nor are there any really cliches attached to them that we've seen in other romantic stories. We just see two people meet, have sweet times together, and form a natural bond. What makes it work so well for me is that both characters are given equal time to blossom. So by the time the Mars mission is front and center, we really love both of these people and want them to be happy together. A lot of time is shown of Non-young working as a scientist, and just as much time is shown of Jay being a musician. He has a song that he wrote that turns out to be her favorite song that she stumbled on while she was in college, but it was incomplete when she heard it. Through their natural caring of each other, she encourages him to finish his song and pursue his dream of being a musician. Music is also vital in this movie. If we didn't have this amazing music that is quiet but sweet and effective at conveying the bond being formed, it may not have worked at all. Jay doesn't have much of a backstory except for a former band that he was in, which worried me for a moment that there would be a potential infidelity angle with the band leader of his former group, but thankfully the picture sidesteps that. It wants you to know how committed these two lovers are to each other. There is a singing sequence near the end of the picture that just wrecked me in the best possible way. I said to myself, I want to sing to someone with that much heart and soul, but I sing like a chicken being strangled by Goro, but I digress. Lost in Starlight isn't breaking any new ground from a story level, but it doesn't need to. This is a universal love story that anyone can relate to. And by the end of the picture, when Non-young realizes that her passion and determination for picking up her mom's work, while it is great, she has something even greater back at home. The undying love of someone who cares about her for her. You realize the thesis of this great film at this point. It's about having your own identity and pursuing your dreams. But when you meet someone who inspires you to be a better person, you eventually realize that you don't want to pursue those dreams without them. The two have become interwoven to the point where why fight to pursue your dreams alone when you can pursue them together and be whole as a result of this love? My only small nitpicks with the film are there being no resolution with Non Young's dad. He does some stuff with an antenna that is vital to the ending of the film, but I mean how everything is resolved with him after that. I wish that could have been explored just a little more, and also the last 10 minutes almost get a little too ridiculous, but it corrects itself before it ends up being a mockery of everything that came before it. Those are really the only two issues I have with this picture, but they are so minute that they don't matter to me one iota. I can't recommend this movie enough. I wish Netflix would advertise it though. For some reason they are giving it some short shrift, and that really annoys me because this is one of the best love stories I have seen in recent years. It's funny when it needs to be, it's sad when it needs to be, but this is a picture that just wants to give you a big fluffy blanket of love for 95 minutes and be as sweet as grandma's apple pie. This is one of the best films of the year, and I beg anyone who watches this video to please give it a watch. I give Lost in Starlight 4 stars out of 4. Congratulations to Han Ji-won, the director of this, as well as the amazing animation team for making such a luscious world that I want to live in. Everyone in this did an amazing job, and everyone needs to see this great movie. Please, please see it. Okay, Lost in Starlight, have you seen this movie? What did you think of it? Please let me know in the comments. It's nice to finally have a film on Netflix that is worth celebrating after the garbage that they have been shelling out this year. Anyway, if you like this, please like and subscribe. Follow me on social media if you like. And until next time, I am Ghost.